Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Xbox Central, where we're breaking down the latest news and trends in the world of gaming. I'm your host, and today we're talking about a price hike that's going to affect many of you out there: Microsoft's decision to increase the cost of its Xbox consoles, controllers, and some games. So, what can you expect? Well, let's dive right in. As you know, the Xbox Series X and Series S models have been on the market for nearly 5 years now, but if you thought that was a long time ago, think again. These consoles are getting even pricier. The basic Series S model will now cost $379.99, while the more powerful Series X will rise to $599.99. That's a jump of $80 to $100, depending on the model. Now we know what you're thinking. Xbox is going premium, right? Well, not exactly. The prices are actually rising across the board, including for accessories and some games. If you're in the market for a new controller, be prepared to shell out more cash. The standard Xbox wireless controller will now cost $64.99, while the Premium Elite Series 2 controllers are going up to $149.99 or even $199.99. But why is this happening? Microsoft didn't give us much detail on their reasoning, but we do know that it's all about market conditions and rising development costs. With games becoming increasingly complex to create, higher prices may be one way for the company to help cover those costs. And, interestingly, some analysts think that global trade changes, including former President Donald Trump's proposed tariffs, might also be playing a role in these pricing decisions. Now, we're not saying that this is all bad news. After all, it does mean that Xbox is going to be competing more directly with its rivals, like Nintendo. And, as we've seen with the Switch 2 console, which remains at $449.99 despite some price increases on accessories, there's a bit of a price war brewing out there. So, what does this mean for you? Well, if you're in the market for a new Xbox console or controller, be prepared to pay more, and it's not just about these products themselves, but also the games that come with them. From this holiday season onwards, expect to pay $79.99 for new first-party titles. That's a pretty big jump from the usual price of $59.99. In conclusion, it's clear that Microsoft is adjusting its pricing strategy in response to changing market conditions and rising development costs. Whether you're an Xbox fan or just someone who loves gaming, it's worth keeping an eye on these developments. After all, it's always interesting to see how the big players are adapting to the shifting landscape of the gaming industry. That's all for today's episode of Xbox Central. Thanks for watching.